Hey everybody, so nice to see you. It's almost the first of the year, and the videos that you see popping up today are all requests that I've been asked to do. And so some of them aren't necessarily things I would have thought of, but I am grateful to be asked. And this one was, would I do a video on goal setting? And I'll be honest, I've been a little hesitant. And the reason I've been hesitant is because it's a problem for me. And when I say it's a problem, not in the sense that I don't goal set, but in the sense that it is an obsession and a compulsion. And I think it probably has created a lot of anxiety in my life. But I believe also that my ability to goal set has been one of the reasons that I've been very successful in business and with money and in fitness. I feel like my personal life is pretty good at this point as well. So let me talk to you a little bit about goal setting, and I don't want to overwhelm anyone. By profession, I am a yoga therapist and a solution focused coach. So I do a lot of this work with people, and I will tell you some specifics about goal setting. I specifically, by the way, have my closet open because I want to talk to you a little bit about some things in there. But the first thing about goal setting is, first of all, it should be specific, it should be measurable, it should have a reason and a time frame. So specific might mean we often think about losing weight right now. I want to get down to a size 8 by and I'm just throwing stuff out there, that's not really my goal, by March 1st, and that would involve losing 10 pounds, and I'm going to do that by eating a low carb clean diet and going and working out 4 days a week. Okay, so that would be how. So it's specific, a size 8. You get the measurable and how. And the reason you want to do it is to feel better. So to feel better, or to feel better in your clothes or about yourself. And then there needs to be a time frame, a date. So that is one way that I do goal setting. The other thing I have really liked over the years, and I've used a lot, and I use a lot with my clients, is to follow Zen habits. I believe, if I'm saying his right, it's Leo Babauta. I don't know if I'm saying that last name right, but he is great in goal setting. It's like the best I've ever seen, and it's doing things in a very doable way. So if you don't exercise at all, setting yourself up to exercise an hour a day is probably not realistic. So if maybe you set up to walk 20 minutes or even 10 minutes a day, 3 days a week on your lunch break, where you threw your tennis shoes in the car and you went for a walk, or if you're a morning person, getting up in the morning and having your clothes laid out to get on the treadmill 10 minutes a day or whatever. But it should be something so easy that you're definitely going to do it. And so what you want to do is you want to set these goals, and then you can increase them and change them, but every so many weeks you check in. So I definitely follow his advice and look up his old stuff, Zen habits on goal setting. You can just put anything in the search engine, from exercise to diet, and he has a great amount of tips that I have followed for probably about 10 to 12 years now. He was one of the number one bloggers for many, many years, and he's one of the beginning bloggers. He's just great. The minimalists I know have been really greatly influenced by him as well. I want to tell you a little bit about what I do, and I want to show you a little bit about what I do and give you some resources. So in goal setting, I set goals for myself in several categories: business, self-care, my family, and personal finance. And so I have goals everywhere for that. Couple of things I use that help me, and I'm addicted to this, and I make no money off of this, so I'm just going to show you. Right now I'm using this goal planner, and so I'm not a person who has spends a lot of money in organizational stuff and stuff like this, but I am in this group. It's a business group. It's the Christy Wright Business Boutique, and it is one thing I do pay for. It is rather pricey. I'm not encouraging you to pay for it. Not just the book, but the group. It's like a coaching group. But I would encourage you, if you want to do the free, listen to the podcast for free. You can do Dave Ramsey and Christy Wright. If you're male, you might want to do Chris Hogan, and they've got another guy on their team. But for business, family, and planning, this is great. This is the Business Boutique 2019 Goal Planner. And what I like about it is this is so in line with what I do. It is about $40 or $50, but you can find it. I found it online for a friend the other day for $29.99. Now, I will tell you, you can, I'm not promoting any religious beliefs. It is based on a lot of Bible verses and things like that, but that stuff doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm a Christian. I really don't label myself anything, and I don't really want to get into that on here, but I'm pretty open-minded, but the stuff in here is great, and it's not overly religious. So if that's an issue for you, I just want to put that out up front. So, because, not everybody's a Christian. All right. So it has in here a lesson every month, and I'm going to keep this quick because I want to show you a bunch of other things I do, tips and tricks. It has a lesson every month in it for business and success and things like that. It has questions about your goals for the year, and then it has like an overall calendar, like through the 30 days and your goals for the month, which I really like that, because when you're planning, you kind of need to know, like, this month I want to do this. Like, you have your yearly goals, then your monthly goals, and then your goals, and then your weekly goals. And so in the weekly goals, it has top 3 things I want to do this week, my business goals, my personal goals, and my family goals. And I love that. So, because I think sometimes it's easy to let certain areas slide, like personal or family, especially if you're really business minded. So like, my business, I had several things. I have things I have to do every day, but I had other things I wanted to work on. Like, I need to prepare some things for some conferences that I have to apply to, that I've been asked to apply to. So that's on my business goals this week. I wanted to make sure that I walked at least 3 times this week and did yoga a minimum of 2 times and go to bed by 10. And on my personal family goals, I wanted to eat dinner at home at least one night during the week with my husband and do something on our anniversary. And I know that sounds crazy. We do eat dinner at night at home most nights, but we're always kind of rushing around to do things. So I wanted to plan at least one good dinner at home with my husband. So I really like how that breaks everything up. And then it has a monthly reflect. And so you can reflect on what you've done and you can plan for the next month. It also has a gratitude, how to be grateful, in things like different success tips and things like that are really helpful, like quotes and things like that. So I am loving this planner. I highly recommend it. It is great. Now, here's where I get obsessive, and I want you guys to just know that what I'm telling you, you can use, but if it doesn't work for you, throw it away. Doesn't matter. I'm loving, and I learned this from Aubrey on the Frugal Freaks, and I purchased this for a couple of my friends, this Eat Well menu planner. I don't know where I ordered it. I think Inkwell Press, but it gives the meal plan throughout the week. And what you do is you put in what you have. Like, if you have soccer with the kids one night, then you're not going to plan like a heavy dinner. It might be a crock pot meal night. You plan out your dinners and then your breakfast and lunch ideas, and then there's a grocery list broken down by the different sections in the store. And that's really helped me because it aligns your food with your schedule. And so I'm loving this, and it fits in my purse, and it's easy to carry to the grocery store 6 months at a time. So it's a little bit pricey. It's under $20, but well worth it, because I think if you menu plan, you're going to save a lot of money. I also carry, now I don't know, this is the planner I used last year. I just ordered it off of Amazon. It's Ram Dass Be Here Now planner. I'm not sure the brand of this because I have a sticker on the back of it. But this is a purse size calendar that a little bigger than most, but it has enough lines on it that I can see. And you guys, I have to sync my Google Calendar with this and this other calendar, but I don't mind because I feel like preparation is really key in success, and that a lot of people take time to clean up their messes, and I would rather avoid the messes in the first place. So I spend a lot of time on my goals and being organized with my goals. The other basic thing is a composition or spiral notebook and a pen. Write down your ideas, write down your goals, write down your thoughts, write down how it makes you feel. I don't journal, but if you want to journal, journal. And keep these, and then you can look back on them. Now, here's where we're going to go over to my closet. All right,